Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy pushes a flood insurance plan that could save money for homeowners he believes in designated flood zones.
Rob Krieger is here with details.
Senator Cassidy has introduced bipartisan legislation to reform the National Flood Insurance Program. In part, he wants rates to take into account certain changes homeowners make to their property. Cassidy says insurance rates should follow mitigation that homeowners have made to their own homes, including when homeowners raise their houses above flood levels. He says they should get a cheaper rate because their homes are less likely to flood, regardless of the flood zone they live in. The plan he's pushing in Washington would prevent steep rate hikes, including a voucher for homeowners who see their housing costs spike because of high flood insurance rates from the National Flood Insurance Program. The plan would also allow federal dollars to be spent for preventative mitigation, a plan Cassidy says will save the federal government more money in the long run.
We have $400 million a year that goes into mitigation. Now, it sounds like a lot of money. CBO says that saves dollars. A stitch in time saves 9. If you lower someone's risk of flooding, you have less likelihood to pay for them to rebuild their home. And then you lower their risk of flooding, not just for that flood, but for other floods. So it's actually fiscally conservative to invest in prevention in order to prevent future payouts.
Now, the program would also see more accurate flood mapping and oversight of claims and insurance riders. Now, one of the things that's interesting is he's talking about that mitigation that homeowners would take to their homes. Something comes to mind when I think about this. There was a place in Ascension Parish that traditionally always flooded when I worked up there, but there was one home that had built up a 24-foot mound and built the home on top of this mound, though they were still roped into this flood zone. So their rates would have been
virtually no chance he was going to flood.
Right. So that's what Cassidy is saying is, look, people who have taken the steps to prevent that, it should be reflected in their insurance. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into the whole program, but that's just one piece of it.
All right, fair enough. Thanks, Rob.